Morning guys, Wednesday morning. As you can see, eventually got my hair cut. Tell you what, it's bloody freezing. I've had that hat on for 6 months. Wednesday morning, down the plot. Grandad's here as well, he's going to give us a hand today. Let us show you the few things I've been able to get. I've gotten a few new tools as well, and we're going to get the onion house cover put on. I'm going to take my time. It's not ideal conditions. I'd rather it be less windy and a lot more sunny to stretch the plastic, but it is what it is. I need to get it done because the forecast over the next week I've got off isn't too favourable, so I'm going to get it done today. But look at here, look what I've been getting myself. I decided to get myself a ripsaw. So I got it for a good price, which I was pleased with. It goes with the rest of my DeWalt stuff. These all go home with me, and I didn't have to get a battery because I already got a spare battery as well. So this is going to come in handy with chopping all the wood up, and obviously the jobs I've got the next few days, and also for sorting the wood out for the fire as well. So it's going to help out greatly. Got some more tools when I was at Wicks the other day. I forgot to show you these. So I've got the roofing bolts. These will come in handy for when I'm bolting the lats to the framework, which I'll be doing over the next few days. Also went to Wilco's yesterday because I needed some hinges and some handles, which I didn't manage to get the handles. And I got some begonias. So I got some Cascade Pastel mixed. I've got some balcony. These are trailing lobelia, I do believe. So I've got them to put in. There's 16 there, and they'll be going into 2-litre pots. So I'll have to get them sorted as well. Just picking some supplies up. I got some sealant because I need some sealant. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that for the onion house. Put that to one side. I've got some wood screws. So wood screws, and also I picked up some staples because I'm going to need to find my staple gun so we can get this stapled on as well. Right, grandfather's in the garden, so let's go. I'll get you put up and we'll get you on time lapse and we'll get this cover put on. Plastic cover was from the first polytunnel that I put up. I'm just using this. Instead of placing the old wood along the sides, we decided to use 2 new lats, full length lats, so it holds one side then holds the other. It was a little bit windy, kept on blowing it over, which was a bit of a nightmare for us, but we managed together in sections, learning from mistakes from Lesley's polytunnel when we put hers on, to do it in sections rather than all together. Well, after a little bit of trial and error, that's the first section on. I think that's not too bad, to be honest. It's still there. It's alright. It's tighter than what the last lot was. Ideally could have pulled it a bit tighter that way, but it is what it is. What I'm going to do when we're finished is I'm going to put a bead of silicone on the inside here, on each section here, so across the front here, and then I'm going to put one across the middle so it sticks the plastic down to that beam there. If I get some offcuts and I measure them and I've got them the right length, I might even tack that down and drill some holes in, just like I did at Steve's. Steve did with Lesley's allotment. Like put the holes down here for drainage, just to keep that bit down, because as you can see here, what it's doing is it's lifting every time the wind comes up and down. Well, I want this tight as a window, so it doesn't lift up, because that was the problem the last time round. So it's coming on. It's not too bad. That'll be a lot tighter by the time in which I put the silicone on, stuff like that as well. This should be a lot more durable than that plastic crap that I had the last time. I've also tidied this up down the bottom here, so I've left a little flap, just so it don't do it right underneath. I learned that lesson from the last time, because it pulled the plastic up where it didn't have it tight, nipped against the wood, and that's what else caused the problem as well. So I've left a little bit of plastic so it doesn't do anything. On top of that as well, I've put screwed new ones, new screws should I say, 4 in there, so that I know that's tight, that section's tight, that section's tight, that section's tight. So they're all tight and they're all in. So we're going to go around the back. I think I'm going to do the back. The other side was a lot less fun with the barbed wire fence there. I caught myself a couple of times on it, but it is what it is. Once again, we managed to get it done in sections rather than one full piece on one side. Got the wood sorted for this side as well, to get it nipped into place. As you can see there, me and Granny putting it on. Jobs are good. There we go, and there's the back sorted out. Like I say, doing it in sections rather than doing it in the full roof, it's made a massive difference. Now by the time I put, like I say, once again I put the silicone seal across there, it'll be fine. Same with across the back here. Now this section doesn't really get much wind, so it's not too bad on this side. I'm not really bothered with the finish, to be honest, and managed to find a couple of buttons for this side to keep that section down. But we're going to do the back. we're going to do the front, and then I'm going to climb up on the top of the roof, get the roof done, and then I can go on the inside. There is some holes in this section at the back here. Now they are from where we rolled the plastic up for the first polytunnel and put the screw straight down. So what I need to do there is I need to just tape that up, which I'll get some proper polytunnel tape. I'm going to trim this edge off as well. Not right up to here again. I'm going to leave it a little flat there. Not so it's proper flapping, because that was annoying last time around when it was a bit windy. But yeah, it's coming along, canny. Pleased. Now in this section here, this was a good laugh and going up putting this section on. I kept on putting it underneath the plastic over the top. Not only that, you'll see the 4 seasons literally in this time-lapse section. Yeah, it's nice and sunny 1 minute, hail the next, snow. It was absolutely crazy, the weather, when we were putting this up. Like I say, it wasn't the best conditions, but it's what we had to do. Right, and done very quickly before the rain starts coming again, because it's rained, it's snowed, it's been lovely and sunny, but we've managed to get it done, me and Granda. Fantastic. So nice and tight, a little bit of overhang there, which is great. I've already seen that the water comes through the gaps here and drops down the side. I'll obviously have to get my guttering and everything in, clean the roof off. But now what I can do is I can go on the inside and we can get the beading done, make it a bit stronger. That's nice and tight on this side as well. When I get my staple gun, I'll just bring them around there and I'll just tuck it underneath there and just staple under there just to finish it off nicely. On the back there, all done nicely as well. Right, let's go inside. I'll show you what I mean, where I'm going to caulk. Or silicone, should I say. So on the inside, we've got, obviously, it's still a bit slack there, but as you can see, we've got some slats across here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get a bead of cork, bead of silicone, and just pop it across there, then push it down and across to there as well. So that means that this section is a section, this section is a section as well, and then that should make it a lot better. I'm also going to put a bead of silicone across here as well, just to try and strengthen that section, because that's where it tore the last time with the cheap plastic. So I'm going to pop these up and I'm going to get cracking basically. Well, my phone's about to die, my battery on my phone, which is a shock. I thought I'd charge my booster pack, but I haven't, and obviously with the camera being on for the time lapse for the long duration, it's drained my battery. So I've quickly just sorted that bit out and I'll show you what I've done, and then I'm signing off for the day. So like I said, along the beams here, all I've done is just put some silicone, bead of silicone, all the way down the middle, just to keep that tight, and I've pushed it from the outside. I've also did a bead of silicone down the base there as well, right down the bottom, pushed it right down from the outside as well. And I've done the same on the other side, as you can see by me sloppy mess, all the way down there and at the top there as well. I can get high sitting in here. It smells like silicone. So I'm going to get out of here, let that cure off, and that's me done for today. That's one of the big jobs done for this week in any case. I've done it with Grandad Dave in the snow, the rain, the glorious sunshine, the hail, all in the space of around about 2.5 hours, 2 to 3 hours. So but I'm pleased that that's done. I'll leave it to cure off. The ridge cap's on the middle as well, so we'll put the gutter and ridge cap across the middle. So this polytunnel should now be complete. A little bit of paint to do on the outside, but that can be left. It's treated wood on the outside in any case. And I've also fitted this window back in as well. That was out, and I've put a bead of silicone down the side there, across the bottom and up this way as well. So that should be in and that should be done as well. So everything is sorted in this onion house. I just need to get it ready for prepared, like I've done here, for the rest of the onions to sit in both sides here. But that's for another day. I mentioned about cutting the plastic too short. Now this is the reason as to why, because I made this mistake on this tunnel. Now, forgetting about the middle section coming away, what I found was this bit of plastic here, because I hadn't put enough screws in this section here, it actually pulled up with the wind. So I had to put some tape on and pull it down to get it taped back on again. But if I'd left a little bit overhang, I would have been able to pull it back down. So that's the reason as to why I learned from my mistakes, and I've left a little bit of overhang on there, as you can see, and it looks a lot neater. Now when I get to putting this new cover back on, what I'm also going to do is on here, just like in Lesley's tunnel, I'm going to drill holes down here to help with the water straight through. So it saves it from sitting on the top here and growing weeds and moss and all sorts. But that's for another day in any case, and I need to get that front door sorted, which I've got. I've got wood for that in there, so I can make a door out of them. I was going to make windows out of them to put in the front here, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to frame this out properly with the lats and get the cover put back on anyways. But framework to be done on there. This framework's all done. I just need to take the plastic off when the new plastic comes. Then it's a case of getting the plastic on there, and that's the big job's done. That's my polytunnel sorted out. Never mind anybody else's. My polytunnel's done. Right, I'm going to get all my tools sorted out. I'm going to set the fire away, and I'm going to get going home. So I'll catch you over the next few days. Good morning, Thursday morning. I've had a delivery this morning. This thing here is me polytunnel cover. It's all coming in a roll, sorry, should I say. Well, I can't get that in the car, can I? So what my Lesley's going to do, I'm going to take it across on the big field out front. I'm going to roll it out, cut it in half, fold it back over so I can put it in the car. Wishful luck. That's definitely one long polytunnel cover. We're going to lift this over so it meets halfway. I'm going to cut in the middle. That's one half. The other half I've managed to get in the car. In there. Now, I need to fold this one. I hope I've cut it in the right place. That's the only thing that just went through my mind. Let's get this folded out. We'll pop it and chop it down to the garden. Too little too late now. So not ideal, but it's now in the car. It's cut in half, like I said before. I hope I've cut it the right way. I know I needed it twice the length to fit two covers over, and I've bought extra width just in case. Now the width will be the length, and the length will be the width, basically. So for the way in which I've worked it out previously. So I should have plenty of cover for both of the tunnels, but we will find out when I get the covers put on. Look at my lovely wife. Look at her hair. Lovely, isn't it? She had a haircut. I had mine done the other day as well. But you already know that. Right, I'm going to Lesley's to pick the state we're going up. We'll have a quick look around hers, and we're going to go down to mine and make a start in the tunnel frame. What a glorious day. Morning, should I say. It's going to rain this afternoon, so we need to be hot on our toes. I'm going to get the plastic taken from the car, put it in the onion house, and roll it out. Not fully, but we'll get that done. And then I'm going to get some paving slabs for Lesley, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to take all this wood off here and get started with the framework. Right, that's them all in there, stored nicely. This the roof cover's doing all right. Look, so it's tight on there now. It's not waving so much. So each one of these is singled out, which is great. Spot on exactly what I was after. But anyways, plastic's in, plastic's covered. And Lesley wanted some paving slabs, and I've managed to get a hold of some. Well, I'm getting some hold of some. It's actually these paving slabs from the old raised bed. So I'm going to try and take the stuff off here, and then I'm going to put these in the car and take them up to Lesley's allotment. So I've made the cardinal sin with power tools. I haven't charged them up, did I, last night? And they're all dead. Pretty much this one's no good anymore. So I'm going to have to head home, put these on charge. Should only take about an hour, and then come down and start dismantling the tunnel. We've managed to get 10 paving slabs into the car, and we'll take them up to Lesley's garden as well. Welcome to another spring edition of the Inns Lost the Plot. It was glorious sunshine again before. Look at this, man. Look at it. Well, I'm getting much what I wanted to done as I've been helping Lesley. Managed to get 15 paving slabs, which I've just been sorting out from the old raised bed from down the bottom of the garden. So she's getting herself some paving slabs for outside the front of our potting shed. She's hiding away here as well. God, how pretty is she? Punching above me way. But rain or shine, I need to get it sorted. So what I'm going to do very quickly here, I'll start taking the screws out here for all the bits of wood, and I'm going to get the wood taken off in preparation for tomorrow morning when it should be nice. I'm sorry, I'm not going to put the camera up and time lapse this. I'm going to get it done, and I'll show you very quickly before we need to go get the kids. I'm not joking, like the heavens did just pour down. It was raining and hailstone at the same time. Look at Lesley, she's soaking. Right, I'll show you what we've just quickly done there, and then we're heading off for the day. So the polytunnel, the sides, the corner bits, all of these taken off. I'll have to order some new hotspot tape, so I'll just take that off and I'll just renew that as well. It doesn't take long to do. It's already sanded anyways for the grip. Realistically, I could have done with better plastic and better cover than this, but it is what it is. I'm going to use it the best I've got. So that's them done. The wood's down. I just need to sort out and take the hooks out of this bit here, and then prepare and get ready to go with the blue stuff. Right, I'm going to go and check to see if any leaks on my new roof. Good news is there's no leaks. Hey, good job. The water's going off the sides as I expected as well. So I'm pleased that that's all done and sorted. It still smells highly of silicon in here, so I'm going to get out of here as quick as I can, because not only that, it's nearly time to go and pick the kidderwings up from school. So that's me done for today. I'll catch you over the next few days. We'll get that tunnel frame sorted out. Good morning. It's now Friday morning, bright and early. Lesley's got a delivery of compost about 12 o'clock today. It's now about 8:10. I've come down after dropping the kids off straight away, and I've got some news about this polytunnel. So as you seen yesterday, me and Lesley got caught in downpour taking the sides off, all these lats and everything. And I went home and I've talked myself into doing something I wasn't going to do. But it works out better in the long run. Now, I've had a few people messages about building the polytunnels, and obviously, like I say, if you want to see the video, if you have a look in the link for the polytunnel builds, you'll see all the videos associated with this tunnel and also this tunnel as well. Now, I learned a lot of things with this tunnel. Now, the main thing I learned was these hoops. So these hoops here are only 36mm. They go down inside the pipe, the scaffold pipe, not a problem. Them ones are 63mm pipes, so twice the size, and they fit over the top of the pipes, and they're much more solid, much more stable. I mean, without the framework, this stuff, I couldn't do that with that stuff. Wouldn't be able to bend it. So I've taken it upon my infinite wisdom to replace this pipe work as well. So I've been on had a look around on websites last night, and I managed to get some for what I need. 50 meter, it was 63mm, 25 meters. That's 6.2 meters a hoop, because I've got 4 hoops. 1, 2, I thought I had 5 there for some reason, I don't know why. So 6.2 meter hoops, and it came to a total cost of about £88. If you're going to do it properly. Don't do it twice. I've done this tunnel 3 times now. I'm going to do it right this time around as well. So I'm not going to be, I'm going to be dismantling this section now, and then it's going to be a waiting game to see when that material arrives, to basically get it just sinking over the top. And then I'm going to keep the outside skirt. I'm just going to put that connected to the outside, and that's it. And after, so that's all that dismantled. I've chopped some of the boards up. I'm going to keep them 2 and 4 boards just in case I will need them. The framework itself is not the best, but it will do for what I need it to do anyways. I've done some running repairs on the side here and also here, put some splints in. Also, I've realised that when I put the pipe work on, It's probably not going to reach the same archway as before, so I'll have to work that out when I get it. I do have some more bits of wood. I probably could just sort that out just by chopping across the middle there and just putting a join in or something. I don't know. I'll see what happens when the time comes. But the framework is getting there. I've just weed clad all the way down the sides. I need to get down there. Actually, I'm weed clad down there. I need to weed clad down here. I've weed clad down the back across there, and it's now just a waiting game for the plastic hoops to arrive. Then I can make a start in here. So while I'm on, I might as well make it a double job. So I'm just going to take the plastic off this cover because I don't really need it on, to be honest, until I've got the new one there ready to go. I just need to get it put on when it's a nice day. So I'll get this prepared now and I'll get the plastic taken off. And that's that taken off. Now I've spotted a couple of running repairs I need to sort out. I've already done a few anyways. This bolt has come away, so I need to get that, as you can see there, I need to get that put back into there, which is exactly what I was doing now, I was finding the piece. So that's on there, so I'll tighten that back up. But I'm going to do the same with the framework next door than what I've done in here. So I'm going to do the same here, what I've done here. But obviously that's when I get all the materials and everything. I've got the majority of this stuff, so I'm just waiting for that plastic, as you know. But cover's off and it's ready for the new one to go on when we have a nice day. Whenever that is. Probably when I'm back to work. Well, there we have it. Look at the destruction I've caused this morning. Polytunnel's gone missing. That plastic's gone off there. That's all that's sorted and prepared, ready to go anyways. Like I say, a little nothing, that's been done. It's a big job I need to get sorted. I've had a quick look around and the likes of here, at the front here. What I'll be able to do is, if needed, this is like doubled up, so if the poles are going to need to go higher, what I'll do is I'll just lift this section up here, up, so in line with the top sections of the pipe. But I won't find out what size it is until the pipe comes and I get the pipe over the scaffold pipes, scaffold poles that's in there anyways. I have taken the onions down to the onion house, so they're down in there in the big pots ready to be potted in. I've checked to see how many onions I can get on each side as well. I can get 10 on each side, which I've got 20 onions in here, so that's good. I just need to get them potted into 10 litre pots when they're sorted. Got all the pots ready to go, I just need the compost, and I know I've got to wait another week or so till I get the compost brought in, so I'll have to calculate how many bags I'm going to need. So this tunnel, when it's back up and finished again, what I'll be doing is I'll be having tomatoes in here and cucumbers up one side, and I'll have some giant red cabbage down the other side, down this side, up this side as well. Sorry, it's difficult to go backwards like that because I'm looking at the camera. And then on the other tunnel here, what I'll be doing is, in this tunnel, I'll put the leeks across the back, and then I'll have these two beds here, this bed and that bed there, to then be able to put some other stuff in that I'm growing. Might even put some giant swede in or something like that, I don't know. I'm not entirely too sure yet. But the brassicas and everything will be going into these beds at the back, so I'll have to get some sort of frame to put in for the cover. And then I've got the marrows going into that bed there, and other stuff going into there. So like I said, I've got plenty. I've got space. And I've got my tomatoes going into the middle greenhouse, which is here, there. So the tomatoes are going in there. I should get 10 to 20 on each side in 10 litre buckets, buckets filled right at the top, and then benches and everything taken out. So I do have still got a fair bit to get on with, but it is starting to take shape in my mind anyways, and that's probably a more difficult thing for me because I've got no imagination. Right, the rain's starting to come down. It's now coming up to 12 o'clock. I need to head home, and then I'm going to pop the Lesley's allotment to drop them other flags off, and then see about this compost to see if it's going to arrive yet. Look, we're caught her doing some graft. Look, she's got some compost. I'm standing in a puddle of water. Somebody's been busy. I best get your hand, get this put in this polytunnel, eh?
Yep.
Use your knees, not your back. I couldn't show you what we're doing because I didn't have a camera stand. I've left them all down to my garden. But these beds are all filled now with the compost that Leslie's managed to get a hold of. The bottom one needs a little bit more, but I can top that up with a couple of bags of compost basically when I get a hold of them for multi-purpose. But you've done a cracking job here, Lesley. Well done. I'll tell you what, it's only taken half an hour to get all that done. Job's a good one. Hey, look what I've also done very quickly. From where it's calculated, it's going to get done properly, of course, but that's a little paving decking area. Looks a lot smaller than I thought it was, but them paving slabs are fitting lovely there. Realistically, they could do with a good clean before being put down, but we'll see what we can get sorted. But that's the idea anyways. There you go, honey. Look what I did for you. Look. I've got you a little decking area, look. Little paved area, sorry to say.
I did dig all that underneath first.
You did. I let you off with that. I did all the heavy lifting. Right, time to go and get the kids. That'll be it for the day. So our little allotment's coming along, canny? Isn't it, Lesley?
It is.
We'll get some more, we'll get some manure, put in there first, and then beds. And then we'll get some more topsoil, some more good soil to go in there as well afterwards. Look at this, I've got a bit of sweat on. Right, see you all next time. Well, it's now Saturday morning. It's absolutely miserable outside. The day is basically rained off. I do have a few things I want to get potted up, which I will be doing at home, and I've got a few more tomatoes I need to sort out. So I'll give you a quick look at what's happening in here. I don't think I have done it this week, and I'll show you what I'm going to pot up, and then I'll see you in the greenhouse. Well, that's if the shed let us out anyways. Yeah, so in the vitipods, everything's doing fine. We've got Lee Herrington's marrows up, doing fantastic, nice and strong them already. I'm still waiting for the other marrows to come up. Not quite yet, I've just given everything a little drink in here. I've got these Naga Fire chilies, which do need potting up today, as you can see. I've got full 100% germination with them, which is fantastic. The tomato Goldwins, they're tiny, they're little yellow cherry tomatoes. You know, these have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 have germinated so far. I was thinking 10. It looks like the cucumber, the 73 centimetre cucumber is starting to throw up there as well. I've got the giant tomatoes here, 1, 2, and there's 3, 4 there as well, which are coming up, which is great. And these are the Joe's long chilli, and also the spag chilli as well, which I need to get potted up today. I've also got some Joe's long chilli down there as well. So they're coming up absolutely fantastic. In here, the mini mums, some of these are dying off, as you can see. They didn't make the cut. Some of them are looking up nice and tall, which is great. I've got me red giant ricotta chilies here, which need to be potted up as well. In fact, do they? Yeah, we can get them potted up today and make some space in here. Got the Bags heavy cucumbers that they're going to need potting into single pots. Same with the Barrett's long cucumber as well. Nothing yet on the runner beans from the day, which I'm not surprised at. These giant beetroot will probably be potting up from the 1 litre pots. So I've got them to sort out. And I've got my loofas to pot up. I've got them tomatoes at the back to pop up. Starting to get flowers on the tomatoes, look at that. They're the lemon tomatoes. The ones that had the endoma on. And we've got some giant sunflowers here as well. Look at these giant sunflowers. Get them out. Look at that. Look at the pot in there. Put them under the light. Look at the root system in there, man. I need to get them potted up as well. So I've got a day of potting up today. So the problematic thing I'm going to have next is, where am I going to put everything? Some of these I'll have to take down to the allotment. But as you can see, nice and filled and nice growth on them all as well, under the Spider Farm SF2000. This side I've got the tomatoes moneymaker. They've been caught by a bit of cold, but they'll still perform well. I've got the habaneros that I got off Craig. Also the sweet peppers as well on that side, and also on this side as well. So we've got plenty of sweet peppers to play with thanks to Craig. I've got some to take away with us when I go away, which you'll find more about that, like I say, in the coming weeks. But I'll hopefully have this empty by the end of the day as well. That's what's happening in here. Time for a coffee, time for some breakfast before I get cracking. So, since I went for my breakfast, I ended up going to get some compost from allotment hunt. I went and got myself a new rotavator, new tiller, which I'll show you tomorrow when I get down to the plot. I also got a screw in my back rear tyre, and also went into somebody at a roundabout. So, the last few hours has been absolute pain in the rear end, literally, pun intended. But it is what it is. Can't change anything that's happened. Nobody was injured, nobody's hurt. A bit of minor damage, we'll have to fork out for. See what happens anyways, but I'm not going to dwell upon it. I've got things to do. So I'm going to get these chilies, the cucumbers potted up and the giant tomato potted up and everything else that I said earlier on I needed to get potted up. I'm going to get that done. I've just potted them 2 giant tomatoes up. I'm busy potting up these bags heavy cucumber. And look at the whites. Look at the roots on them. Fantastic. I'm separating them off at the minute, very gently, not to damage or disturb anything else. But look at that. Look at the root systems on them. Fantastic. Right, that's just a couple of the the heavy cucumbers and the long cucumbers potted up, and I've got a couple of the giant toms. Right, let's get everything else brought in. Moving on to the sunflowers and also the loofas. As you can see, the loofas I've already put into 4-litre rose pots. I didn't have any 3 litres or 2-litre pots, so I thought, sod it, I'll just put it straight into the 4-litre one. Like I say, they're tall enough and there's plenty of room in there, so they'll be done until they get planted out into the onion house, because that's where I'm planning on growing these, just for the high humidity that's needed for them. These are going to grow like a cucumber, and they are exactly what they say in the tin. They're loofas, so they're bath scrubbers. I started with 5, I've only got 2 left, but I got 1 from one plant a couple of years back, and it's better than nothing. So that's them sorted out. Now the tall sunflowers. Now these sunflowers here, got a couple of different ones. This one here, oh no, it's not, they're all the same, sorry. These are from the 26 foot 2-inch sunflower. I think this is from Douglas, to be honest. So I'm going to get them potted into the 4-litre rose pots as well, because you can see, look at the roots on them. The nice thick stems on them as well. I think I'm going to have a good year with the sunflower, but I've got to keep on top of them, because I failed to keep on top of them last year. Let's get them put in there. That's them 4 sunflowers potted up. Now I want to go and get the chilies, because I'm going to get the trays and I'm going to get all the chilies potted up, pretty much like I've got these potted up here at the minute. So I'm going to go and get them now. 22 Joe's long chili potted up, and I've still got another batch coming as well, so there'll be another week or so. But there's 20 there. I just need to find space for them, to be honest, in the shed. I need to reorganise the shed again. But on the other side, the last couple of things to pot up here is I've got some different, a little bit different this year. The mini ricotta yellow chili. So I've got 4 of them to have a go of. So I'm going to pot them up, as you can see by the roots. They're ready to be potted up, and I'm going to pot them up into the plastic cups there. And I've got some spag long chilies, so these are the long ones, and the larger ones I'm going to pot up into just normal pots basically. So let's get these ones done now. Yeah, I'm getting right in the swing of this at the minute. That's the spag chilies all potted up as well. I've just got these mini ricotta chilies to pot up, and that's me done for today. So let's get this last job done. I nearly forgot about these. So these are the lemon tomatoes. Oh, sorry, not. I tell a lie. I've got no lemon ones left. These are the strawberry tomatoes. Look how big they've getting so far. Remember them little dinky things that had all the nasty things on the leaves? You can see the remnants there from Endoma. Well, look at the size of these things. I potted these up 26th of the 3rd. It's now the 5th, the 8th of the 5th, and they're flying now. Flying so much. It's time to get them potted up, and we'll see what the roots are like. But also, because I've got tomatoes this big, here, look at that, we've got flowers. Hey, first sign of tomatoes. Suckers. These are suckers. You know, most tomatoes, you need to get them off. Cordon tomatoes and things like that. You can't actually leave them until they get a bit bigger, and you could actually pot that back up. So I could pot that into a little bit of compost, which I might do actually, because I haven't got down any of these, and that will grow another tomato. So I'll see if there's any more on here. There's a little one on there. I'll not do that one. So these ones will be going into these big pots here. Same with these ones. There's another little sucker on the side there. Get that one off. So I've got 2 little suckers. We'll see what they turn out like. I'll take the suckers off. That looks nasty on the end, so I'll just get rid of that. So yeah, let's get them potted up. Well, the inevitable has happened. I've run out of compost. Using these big buckets is eating up all the rest of the half bag of compost that I had. I need to bring the rest down from the allotment. But 2 strawberry tomatoes potted into there. I'll show you what the root systems are like on here. I'm just going to leave this one in here for the time being. But this is something you never do. Don't grab a hold of the stalk by the stalk. The only reason I'm showing you this is because I've already loosened it off. So I'm just going to lift it up, just so you can see the root ball. So canny root ball in there. Still got a little bit of life left in there, so that's not a problem. So, and there's the little side shoots. We'll see if they're coming anything. They're tiny, like, they're much smaller than I would normally do. But that pot's there ready to go. The tomatoes are going back into the shed, and that's me done for today. Right, let's have a look at all my hard work then. First things first, sunflowers all potted up into 4 litre rose pots. I've staked them up and I've put the little clips on as well to help them, just in case they get blown a little bit. So that's them done. I do like the look of this one, especially because it's got a nice thick stem on it and starting to get nice big leaves as well. I'll definitely keep an eye on that. Right, into the shed, into the small propagator. As you can see, I've got Lee Herrington's marrow from the seed batch. It's come up absolutely leaps and bounds ahead of the rest. The cucumber, as I said, is coming up. Joe's long chilli from the 27th of the 4th, not yet shown its face yet. That's the last of the strawberry tomatoes. The 4 little cuttings are there as well. I've got some more spag chilies in here. It's lovely and warm in here. I've got to pot these up when I get a bit more compost brought down. I've got the giant toms there as well. And the Joe's long at the back for the second batch. They're coming up nicely as well there. I do have some elephant chilies here. These do need potting up when the time frame comes, because I get some more compost. They need to be moved on basically, but they're doing all right. Into the big polytunnel, into the big propagator. So we've got the red giant ricottos down the side here, as I mentioned before. The bags heavy cucumber, they're there and there, 3 of them all together there. I've got the mini ricotto yellow chilies. There's 4 of them there. 27-inch runner beans have not come up yet. These mini mums are starting to pick up, so they'll be getting roots on them for not long. 2 big loofas, so they've been potted up today, so that's them sorted. The Joe's long chili, I've got 22 in total. They're all potted into there as well. And I've got some tall sunflowers for Lee Herrington, 4.44 metre, and I've got 5 in total there out of 6, so that's good going. Just on the outside here, the strawberry tomatoes in the 4 litre pots. Got no space to put them in the propagator, so they'll have to stay in here. Moving on here, still got loads of tomatoes left. And at the back, like you see, I've showed you before, I've just done a bit of moving around in here. At the back here, we've got the 2 giant tomatoes there, the long Graham Barrett's long cucumbers there as well, and also got the spag chilies in here as well. So that's everything on here. Just on the right hand side, just on the outside here, what I've got is I've got the giant not cucumbers, a giant beetroot. So I've got 3 giant beetroot to play with this year, and they're just on the outside there. No more space in here. I need to get that back bench sorted out, so that'll be the next task when it's a rainy day. Yeah, so that's me done for today. The ups and downs the day. Good job of getting them sorted out. I'm pleased with that. The little rotavator that I'm getting, I'll show you that tomorrow when I head down the plot, because I can use it rain or shine in the onion house. And I'll show you what else I'm getting as well. In fact, I haven't getting anything else. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm losing the plot. I am literally losing the plot. Right, I'm going for my tea and a drink, so I'll see you tomorrow. Well, not the start that I really wanted this Sunday morning. As I said yesterday, I had a bit of a bad day. And I've got a screw in the tyre, so that's the first job I've got to do this morning. I will be taking these down to the allotment and showing you the Mantis tiller and getting that in action and show you what it's like. And then getting everything else sorted out as well for the remainder of the day. But first things first, time to get this flatty off. Now I said flatty off, not fatty off. And there's the culprit right there. Right there. Bloody screw. Okay, it's a decent tread and all. It's a good tyre. Never mind. Let's get it off. Easy as 4 nuts to take off. Just as easy to put back on again. Oh, the joys. Now, handy tip, I know it's not garden related, but if you're ever changing a tyre, always put the nuts on opposite each other. So put one at the top, then put one on the bottom. And then do one on the left, and do one on the right. And you never tighten the nuts up whilst the car's in midair. You tighten them when they're on the floor. So once I've gotten these put in tight enough, I'll put that down and tighten this on. And down we go. Difficult one hand. Right, and once this is down, I'll tighten it up, and then get down to the garden. last but not least, always check the air pressure as well. This was a little bit low, so I've pumped it up 35 psi. Always take a look on the tyres, as it does state exactly what never to exceed. It sits on there, as you can see, never exceed 40 psi in the middle lane. So this is on 35, that's that done. Need to get that taken to the garage on Monday. That's going to be the new spare tyre now, because it's exactly the same size tyre. Right, I'm in the garden now. Before I pull the new toy out, I'll show you. I'm going to sort this little section out here. I've been thinking the last few days, and it's all to do with obviously the tunnels, yeah. And what I've been thinking is, I've got the framework sorted for this. The beds are a good size. This used to be just covered over with scaffold netting, and what I've been thinking is, I've got some 36mm pipe from when I picked it up the last time. I could put the 36mm pipe on, and I could just staple it to the top, put two lats down the side, and then just cover it with scaffold mesh, and use this as my giant cabbage tunnel. And I can grow the giant cabbages in here, and not have to worry about getting obviously the cabbage white butterflies and stuff like that. Then with the 63mm pipe, so I've got this one with the 63mm pipe. What I'm thinking of is building another one of these next door to it, which I've already measured, sort of roughly will take us to about here. So this section here could be me next polytunnel, and it'd be the same as that, same size, everything. That's good size and everything as well. Do it right, do it first time. I've already got the poles, the scaffold poles to put in. All I need to do is sink scaffold poles in, put the tubing on, and then just get myself do another trip to get some more wood and build another polytunnel next to it. What do you guys think? Let us know. But yeah, I think it's a good idea. If I say I'm going to do it, I might as well do it. And all I need to do, I've already got the covers, so two plastic covers, and I just have to get some scaffold netting, which is cheap enough to start with. But anyways, I'll have a look and see and have a think. Anyways, what I'm going to do is get my new tool out, and I'll show you that. Right, well, I've got my bed here, which is probably going to be my new giant cabbage bed, but a new toy. I'll show you. Now, I've already got a rotavator, but the rotavator's too big to get in these kind of beds. So I picked this bad boy up yesterday, and I've got a good decent price on it as well. And it should be dead straightforward to start from what he was showing us. So let's see if we can get it running straight away here. So pull the choke out, a couple of them, put back in, press the start, should run first time. Second time. That's all that sorted out. I tell you what, it's going to be a canny little job, that. The soil's lovely. Ah, fantastic. Might actually level it off. That's all that. That's one bed done. All the rest of the rubbish is on this side. But that's a little mantis tiller. It's I don't know if it has specs, to be quite honest, but there's this top. But I think I paid 120 quid for it, which isn't too bad. Right, I'm going to shoot off and get something else done. I've got a mate in here. Bloody Nora. Bloody massive. B. I'll show you it. Bloody size of that thing. I have to help it out and get it outside. It's stuck. Look at it, it's massive. I've caught it in between here. See if we can have a quick look at it. The size of that thing. It's huge. Right, I'm not going to stress it out anymore. I'm going to get it outside. See what I do this with one hand. Put that down there. If I fly straight back in the greenhouse, I'm going to kill myself laughing. There you go, Mr. Man. See you later. Well, that's my good deed for the day done. That's me sorted for this week. I'm excited for next week. I wish I thought of this earlier. I've got that bed sorted out. That's that done. The little tiller works a treat. The onions will be going into the onion house just to get out of here for tomorrow. I'm going to get them out tomorrow. That's them sorted, all 20 of them. There's enough space for both sides to be filled. I'll have to move my polytunnel cover plastic somewhere else because it's in the way at the moment where it is. I will get the other pipe out tomorrow, and I will do the hoops for the new giant cabbage tunnel. I am going to do it. It makes sense. I know I asked for your opinions and I haven't getting them yet, but it just makes sense for me for how I want to do the garden, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to get the scaffold pipe out, measured, ready to put in for the framework for the new big tunnel which I'm going to build. So that's the plan for the next few days. I'm back to work on Thursday. I would love to be able to get the big plastic done on the main tunnel, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get that done over the next few days, so we'll have to wait until I get a nice day when I'm next off. So that's me sorted for this week. I've getting some new toys. We've getting the onion house roof cover put on, which was fantastic. Been some ups and downs this week, but I'm not going to dwell upon it. I'll get myself out of that fettle. My allotment rent has been paid for. Please state this here. It's double crown at the back. So I've paid for my allotments, my 2 allotments. I've paid for Lesley's allotment, and Grandad's allotment's been paid for as well. So all allotment rents have been paid. That's a chunk of change, £100 per plot. So things are ticking on nicely now. Let's get a quick look around very quickly of what's happening on the brassica front and the normal veg anyways. While I'm in here, here's all the flowers. The geraniums are coming up really nicely after being potted in for the past week. Lobelia are starting to come up as well really nicely, and also the begonias they're all right. I've moved the begonias from the back on the other side of the greenhouse here, and these are coming up lovely as well. So I've got some here, so 4, 5, so they're all shooting away there. I've got another set coming up there, which is great. I've got 4 leeks left. I'm in the process of seeing if I can get some more, but if not, then I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to focus on the onions. Speaking of onions, here's all the onions here. These all I've had a drink, and they're all going to be put out, and we'll have a look and see what they're like next week. Potatoes are chitting nicely for the buckets, so I'll get them all done. I've got the potatoes under here as well. They're in there, the bluebell ones. They're great. I've got a couple of tubs ready to go with them. Into the middle greenhouse here. Got the brigadier cabbages. They need to be potted up, or potted out, should I say. We've got the Moneymaker and Gardener's Delight tomatoes here, which they're doing fine considering they're all hardened off now. They're fine. There's actually a couple of flowers. A flower starting to grow on that one. Leeks, 3 different stages. All looking. Oh no, they're not 3 different stages. Them ones on the 21st, the 2nd, 21st of the 3rd. These 2 are the ones that's different. So they're all coming up lovely there, and that's how I grow my leeks. The normal leeks for the eating leeks. I'll grow the pencil thick, chop the tops, chop the bottoms, plant them in. I've got these to take home, which I'm pleased I remembered, because I need to pot all of these marigolds up. So I'll put them to one side from the way out. The brassicas fly in now. So we've got the Romanesco cauliflower here. We've got the purple cauliflower here. We've got the what else have we got here? Yeah, so we've got broccoli. Yeah, these are all supposedly different stages, but as you can see, they're all catching up with each other. These are the earlier ones, and this one here is the broccoli. That's bone dry. That I need to drink, but there we go. Nice little plant. Just as easy to grow 2. Sow 2 in a seed, pot, and just prick out the biggest. They're smaller, sorry. So they're all the brassicas, all coming on nicely. At the top here, I've got a few lettuce which I need to separate out. But even at this size, you can just take that off there. Lovely fresh, and do you know what it is? They'll grow back. I'm gonna eat that all day. Take them out and I can put them in a sandwich. They'll be absolutely lovely. The Collie Romanesco from the 20th of the 4th is all up. Same with the purple ones as well. so they're doing all right. On the other side here, ones I put in last week, these are all 7-8 days old. They're all coming up fantastic there. It's all great. The only thing that's not come up is a Swede. But this is potentially either going to be for me or going to be for somebody else. But the cauliflower there, that's for me, so that needs to go down there. My fairway is coming up nicely. These are all money maker tomatoes. Look at them. Look at that. Fantastic plants, them. Great. They're going in this greenhouse here to harden off. They're all Lesley's plants for her allotment. So we've got plenty there for her. Probably the roof's done really well. It's kept the rain out, which is really good. There's not a great deal happening inside here at the minute. As you can see, I've got the 2 sheets of polytunnel plastic, and I've got the onions in the back of here as well, all planted, ready to go to be planted into the big tubs. They're not quite ready to go in yet. I'll need to water these before I leave. But they're in there, all prepped and ready to go. I've got this side to prep, which I'll use a tiller for, and also this side to prep as well. I've got my compost ready to go to go into them 10-litre buckets. So I can prep all of that before I put the onions in. There's going to be 10 onions on this side and 10 onions on this side. I'm going to put a loofah in that corner, and then I'm going to put a loofah in that corner as well, and just have the loofahs growing across the top here or something like that. We'll see what comes of it anyways. But still got this bit to prepare, but they're in anyways. The elephant garlic outside is looking nice and strong. They look like leeks, them, didn't they? Because they actually are from the leek family, but they're elephant garlic. So I'm expecting a few nice big cloves in there, especially after the weather we've had with the freezing cold temperatures on the night time and stuff. I've just been in this bed and just went over the top, getting all the weeds over the top. So I'm going to put my onions in here. I'm just going to fill this bed with as many onions as I can, and I'll show you the onions that I'm going to put into the bottom greenhouse here. The potato, 1 single potato in a pot. I've got them coming up. You'll see they're lovely. They've been in here protected. The frost isn't getting to them. Missed the frosts. And that's only 1 potato in here. But she'll have some decent stuff in here this year. Hopefully, we'll see what comes of them. All use compost. And then on the right hand side here, what we've got is all the onions I got for Grandad Dave. These are the heat treated sets. He just wanted red, so I've got a few here for me, and I'm going to take some for Lesley as well. Just getting that weed out of there. But a lot of these are ready to be planted out. You can see the roots in the bottom there. Fantastic. Good job. Not been in the back here for a while, since I tidied it up. As you can see, we've got there's a nettle coming through there, and that's a blackberry bush coming from across there. So I'm going to have to dig that again, get that stuff out, because this is going to be for the tomatoes. And I need to prepare this bed for the tomatoes actually. So I'll have to come in here and get this done before I can get them tomatoes put in here. As you can see, it's actually bone dry as well. That's one thing you don't want, is dry compost, dry soil to put this stuff into. So I'll have to sort that out as well. But that's it. That's me done for this week. It's been fun and entertaining. Like I say, lows and highs, but things can happen like that. So you just got to get up and get on with them. So that's me all sorted. I shall see you all next week. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing. A couple of milestones. We're getting the 3,400 subs on the channel, which is absolutely phenomenal. So thanks again for everybody that's subscribed as well. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. And if you hit the bell, you get the notifications as well when I go live. Also, the other milestone is that I'm getting 450,000 views. It's nearly 500,000 views. People have watched me 500,000 times nearly. It's absolutely phenomenal, that. So once again, thanks again for all of your views and watching up and keeping up with the channel as well. Now, just thought I'd let you know, because I let you keep you all up to date with everything. Now, the adverts that you see at the beginning, I hate them as well. It's a nightmare for them. It's a nightmare for it, but it does help with the channel. It does help with me. The tools that I've been able to purchase just this week, I've bought with the money that's been provided by the ads. So once again, thanks everybody for going through them and putting up with them, because it has helped us. And everything that I do make from this channel goes straight back into the garden as well, whether that be for compost, whether that be for new tools. Them tools are going to be very helpful for me going forward, and it's all about improving. Same with the tunnels and everything as well. A lot of that comes out of my own pocket, of course, but anything that gets added on for the AdSense and stuff like that, for the ad revenue, it all goes straight back into the garden. So once again, thanks again everybody for all your views, all your comments, all the subscribers, new and old. Even if you don't subscribe, thanks for watching. It's always nice to get positive messages from all of you. So you all do take care. I will see you all next week. I'm back to work on Thursday. It'll be around like that. I know it will. So watch what you're doing. See you next time.